I am making this new video here, but forgive me if some things look dark because, well, it is dark outside at night and I had to, like, turn on the light on my video camera. But anyways, okay. So I posted a comment on a YouTube video regarding the fact that Jenny McCarthy claims that she cured her son's autism. I don't remember what this comment was, even though I have before made comments that he either has it now or didn't have it to begin with, one or the other. Which one is it, you know? I mean, seriously. Autism does not get cured. Sure, improvements do occur. Yes, I mean, and I am living proof of that, you know. But anyway, somebody posts a response that says, "You are not autistic," and talks about how he saw my videos and this, that, and the other thing, and says I wouldn't be able to do this or that he saw me do on these videos and all that. I'm like, I'm not even going to name this guy, but I'm like, boom. Does he have it in his head that autistic means stupid or unable to do a darn thing? Well, okay, send him a message through the message thing on YouTube, right? And I tell him, you know, about all this stuff that he said on this, that, and the other thing, and I inform him. I was diagnosed in 2 different states. I was diagnosed at the Methodist Medical Center in Houston, Texas, a high reputation hospital. Heck, that hospital has actually been featured on Walker, Texas Ranger, if you remember that TV show. And I'm pretty sure it's been featured on other TV shows too. It's a high reputation hospital. They diagnosed me with autism. Readouts included early infantile autism and mild infantile autism. Of course, I know there are some people on the autism spectrum that, for some reason or another, don't like the infantile part, or well, at least one person on the spectrum said that, you know, not liking the infantile part, but whatever, you know, I mean, I'm explaining that that's what was read out, okay? I mean, I've seen all the different paperworks that have been printed out about me, and I've been listed as mild autism, moderate autism, mild infantile autism, early infantile autism. Of course, a few years after moving back to my native Michigan, I had to get re-diagnosed because the Michigan criteria was different from the Texas criteria. And there was this one psychologist we were supposed to go to, but this one was too busy, so then my family was sent over to Dr. Andrew Maltz, who is of high reputation and a premier expert on autism. And his diagnosis on me was, guess what? Autism. So who is this person who says you are not autistic to challenge a high reputation psychologist that is a total expert on autism? Well, this guy obviously, whatever his name is, I'm not going to even say it, he had a listening problem. And, you know, again, was on and all this other stuff. So then I sent him what was intended to be a final message, and I, like, blocked him after that. And, well, today, after I get home, because I'm done conducting a political meeting that I was conducting and all that, well, I look at this message that was sent to me on YouTube like, 6 days ago or something. It's from the same guy, different account. And he again was on and Because, like, well, he also, talked about having this cousin with autism who needs to be taken care of and watched or whatever. Well, guess what? Assuming this guy is right about his cousin having autism, his cousin is probably a severe case of autism, not mild or moderate case like me. And who is this guy to say, you are not autistic? And to all these people out there that will say things like, you are not autistic, I'm like, where were you when I got diagnosed at the Methodist Medical Center? Where were you when I got diagnosed by Dr. Andrew Maltz? Where were you for all the psychological reviews that I got done through the school system? The psychological reviews I got done at the request of the Social Security Administration. Where were you? Also, where were you when my parents had to do battles with the school system? Where were you when my parents had to show proof that I'm autistic? Where were you when a teacher had said to my mom, oh, he is not autistic, I'll be done with him before the year is over with, forcing my mom to have to show school assignments I had done to prove that I am autistic? And all these people that will say, oh, you're not autistic or whatever, where were you when I had to deal with getting teased in school? Where were you when I was in special education classes? Where were you when I dealt with getting beat up? Where were you when I dealt with getting called names? Where were you when there was that attempt to have me in a regular ed class full-time, only for my grades to then slip, and me having to go back into special ed again? Where were you for all that, you who say, oh, you are not autistic? Where were you at the IEP meetings that were conducted to discuss the education plan, such as speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, blah, blah, blah? Where were you for all that? Where were you when my mom raised hell at one of my special ed teachers when I had, come home from school and told my mom about what this certain teacher had said and done that had ticked me off and also ticked my mom off? Where were you for that? You say, oh, he's not autistic, or saying, saying things, or trying to say that I'm not autistic, blah, blah, blah. Where were you for that? Where were you at my 8th grade IEP meeting when the teacher I had for computer class made it obvious she was punishing me for having been teased? Where were you for that? When she said that I was going to have to change because the kids who were teasing me weren't going to change, and my mom said, excuse me, to that lady. Where were you, you people who say you're not autistic? Where were you? I'll tell you where you were. You guys were nowhere in my life. That are trying to say that I'm not autistic. And you people out there who try to say that or say all this, that, and the other thing, I'm like, you weren't there for any of the stuff in my life. So who made you God? Because quite frankly, you people out there who are saying that I'm not autistic or whatever, you're not God. And God above is not going to be very happy with you pretending to be Him. I don't know if this video is going to be a shocker to anybody or what, but you know what? You people out there that will say, oh, he's not autistic, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's obvious to me that you guys have big egos are bored with your lives, or just act like plain know-it-alls, and probably nobody likes you people because of that, you know? I certainly don't like you people who do that, and let me say this, may God have mercy on your soul, all you people out there who say, oh, he's not autistic, blah blah blah. Where have you people been in my life? Nowhere. That's where. And you people are not God. Case closed.